Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for being so patient. This is still part of the last catalog. However, this reading resonates from today, several days out. The link to book a personal reading will be in the description, pinkpineappletarot.com. The link for the extended read, will be in the description as well as at the top of the comments. Forgive me, it's very early. It's like 4 something. So if I seem a little like groggy, I don't think I seem groggy, just like, I don't know, raspy. Forgive me, please. To any new viewers, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications bell if I resonate with you. And with that being said, Cancer, let's just go ahead and hop into your reading. Now, the message that you all received is 20, soul writing, okay, which breaks down to 2. Now, interestingly enough, I did Sag's reading last night, okay? Woke up, I saged the cards, did all that good stuff. And then I focused on your energy. So soul writing came up. And it was interesting because I saw in the center, it says truth. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, sometimes there's a glare, but in the very center right here, it says truth. Okay. So I'm looking at it, and the first card out from one deck is the 6 of Swords, which Sag had. Okay, that was their card. The next card out was, and I saw it and I was like, huh, that's weird. Sag had that. And then the next card out was the 7 of Swords from this deck. Okay, from the other deck. That's what Sag had. It was the 6 of Swords, but then it was the 7 of Swords along with like the Hermit, 3 of Pentacles. Basically, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, please go watch that, okay? Especially if you all have family with the Sag. And if there's like a legal matter, you may want to go watch that reading. So, interestingly enough, I put the cards back, okay? I'm telling you this for a reason because I feel like I don't know what's going on, but I put the cards back and then I shuffled up and then the 6 of Swords came out again along with the 5 of Swords, the Empress. Those were the 2 cards that stuck out. 3 of Pentacles, which is interesting because for Sag, one of the cards was the 3 of Pentacles, right? I put them back, okay? I just kept the 6 of Swords from this one. I go to shuffle up the other one. Look who pops out again, the Empress with the Chariot. So I was like, man, okay, I just looked at it. What I'm seeing is that there's 2 sides to this story, or there's 3. There's one person's side, there's the other person's side. And then there, in the middle, right here, is the truth, okay? This is how I'm looking at it, okay? Let me tell you, this Empress is the one, okay, that holds the truth. Cancer, I feel like that's you because you have the Chariot. You're the one that holds the truth. You're the one who is the elevated one in the situation. So right off the bat, that's what I saw. I see people going their separate ways. Okay, you possibly are dealing with the air sign, an Aquarius specifically, or this could be a Gemini or Libra, someone with this in their chart. Okay, excuse me. But whatever it is that you're going through, especially if this is a legal matter, because for some reason I'm seeing there's a judge in the center, okay? And something about, when I looked at this card, I said like this was already written. Now I have not like looked exactly or specifically looked at exactly what each one of these cards means, okay? But when I saw soul writing, I was like, and then I saw the truth, and it's interesting because the truth, it's like hard to see, Okay, the truth is like very difficult to see right there, right? But when I looked at it, I said, this was something that was already written before you were even born. And Cancer, I feel like your truth, right? Because of course there's three sides to every story, that's the saying. But your truth here is going to prevail. That's what I see, okay? You're either, this could be a family issue, okay? But I do feel like the Empress is you. I do feel like the Empress is you. Some of you are not Cancer in your initial chart. Some of you are Taurus or Libra, but you may be a Cancer Venus. You may be a Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising, okay? You may not be a Taurus or Libra, but what I'm saying is you're the Empress. That's what I feel. You may not be a Cancer Sun, okay? But you have Cancer in your chart. Cancer is also the mother. So, I mean, the Emperor, you could be a Cancer Sun, definitely. You're also the mother. You're also in a state of abundance. I feel like there's a lot of abundance coming to you. If you're not feeling like that abundant energy, you know, but there's a lot of abundance that you're attracting at the moment. And what they're saying too is Cancer is like, continue to take the high road. This person, I feel, okay, and this is not going to resonate with all the cross watchers, so don't take offense, okay? But this is a part of the reading that I feel it does have something to do with the official reading, and I'm going to get into it because we're already like 7 minutes in. But the other party doesn't stand. They're not going to be successful against you. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to like phrase it in a nicer way, but this other party, it's like they're going to be sent packing. And, you know, they're telling you, Cancer, like, continue to take the high road, okay? Continue to press on, continue to move forward, okay? Because this other party is just not, it's already been written. That's what they keep saying to me. This has already been written. You win, Cancer. No matter what, they're telling you to keep going, okay? Because to me, the Emperor and the Empress, they win the war. This person may win battles, but you win the war, okay? And I'm just getting strongly that there's something here that you're fighting for, okay? And the truth will prevail. The truth will prevail. Know your truth and know why you're doing what you're doing, okay? Because this other party, they're just not equipped. I mean, you have the Chariot. They have a boat. They have a boat with some swords. They're not equipped. They're ill-equipped. That's what they're saying. They're ill-equipped. They're not equipped to deal with what you're going to deal with. And you know why you're doing what you're doing. You're very high vibrational. This person is very low vibrational. Some of you, like, when I said boat, like, some of you may be like, oh, fucking God, like, this dude does have, like, a boat. If it's not a dude, if it's a chick, whoever, but they're on a boat, I'm on a boat. I don't know if y'all remember, what movie is that from? I forget, is it Step Brothers? This person is just not up to par, okay? And you are just so, like, you have the Chariot. You are the Empress, you're royalty. This person is not up to your standards. They just don't make the cut. All right, let's get into your reading. Wow. Sometimes I feel like just based off of those cards, like that's the reading, okay, for some of you. All right, let's get focused here. As I cut the deck, look, the Empress with the Page of Wands. You understand? You're dealing with somebody who's just not on your level. Sorry. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay. But I do feel like it's you, Cancer. You are the mother. Okay. Unless there's a cross-watcher that's like, no, fuck that. I'm a Taurus. I'm a Libra. That's me. And Cancer's the one that, you know what I mean, is just not on my level. Cool. However this resonates for you. Okay. But they're saying it was already written. You stand in your truth. The truth will prevail. Okay. But I see two people going there. I feel like this is the number 2 because it's going 2 separate ways. Okay. And you know what's interesting is if this is strictly romantic, they're saying something about this person should have went with you. This person should have chose you. Okay. They should have moved forward with you because they would have been, there's a level of abundance that you have. And I'm not talking about just money. I'm talking about just vibrationally, you are the Empress. You are coming up with that high vibrational energy, okay? For whoever you feel like this resonates with you. The other party chose otherwise. And they'll understand the truth sooner than later, okay? Let's get into it, Cancer. Universe, source. What's Cancer's situation? Well, we definitely have, there's possibly a legal situation. I'm going to put this back. We have the King of Cups, Scorpio energy, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Remember, this is happening. This will happen, or this is happening. This has happened or will happen. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on. I just want one card, please. Universe, just one card. What's Cancer's situation? What's Cancer's situation, please? What's Cancer's situation that they're watching this reading about? Wow. They're giving me a lot of cards. Look at who it is. The Emperor, third party situation, the Emperor, 3 of Cups, the Empress, and the King of Wands. Just one, please. Just one for Cancer. Just one card for Cancer. Here we go. Page of Wands. All right. Well, we know this is correct because that already wanted to come out. That's the Page of Wands or something. There's a new outlook on things. Somebody is having I told you, it's this other person. They're having a new outlook on things. We'll have to clarify, but I don't feel like that's you. It could be an Aries. It could be somebody who's at a distance. They're having a new outlook. Somebody younger than you, because the page is young. Okay. Immature. Okay. If they're not younger than you, they're just immature. They didn't know how to handle you, Cancer. 5 of Wands. How is Cancer looking at the other party? I probably should have took that 5 of Wands. Yeah, I probably should have took that 5 of Wands. 2 Pentacles, 6 of Wands. How is Cancer looking at the other party? 9 of Cups. Somebody could have addiction issues. Somebody could be, I don't know why the 9 of Cups, like, yeah, this could be like this person brings you a level of emotional satisfaction, but this could also be somebody who is an alcoholic. Somebody who is selfish. What's the biggest obstacle here? What does Cancer feel like is the biggest obstacle in this situation, Universe, source? What does Cancer feel like this is the, or is the biggest obstacle here, Universe, source? What does Cancer feel like is the biggest obstacle? Ooh, Page of Cups. All I heard when I saw that was surprise. Surprise. The element of surprise. Of course, with the Page of Cups, this is for me like one of my pregnancy cards. So there could be a pregnancy involved. Because you do have the Empress. So, and as I said that, the Lover's Judgment just came out. Look at that. As I said, pregnancy. 2 become 3. A baby. How does Cancer want to move forward here? So there could be a child involved. That's what I'm seeing. This reading is going to be one of those readings where it's like, for some of you, it's like, whoa, like this, that's it. That's what's going on. How do you want to move forward? 5 of Swords. I'm going to put it back though because I wasn't focused. How does Cancer want to move forward, Universe Source? How does Cancer want to move forward in this situation? The Ace of Cups. Beautiful. That's why you're coming up with the Empress, Cancer, because you are the mother. You are someone who's very, very loving, and how you want to move forward is still with love, okay? What's the outcome in the next several days for Cancer? Universe Source. What's the outcome? Knight of Swords. Gemini. Fast communication. It's like someone's chasing your offer. They're chasing your offer because you may be making an offer to someone else. But that's what we get into in the extended. I'll try to tell you like as much as I can see just on the YouTube reading, but that's more of what we get into the extended read, okay? Okay, so, let's see. This is probably going to be a longer reading. Page of Wands here for Cancer situation. Travel involved, distance. Okay, 6 of Pentacles. Again, this could be a legal matter. You have the Scales. So there's something that you're taking a new approach to. That's one thing I see. You're trying to be fair. Some of you, this is more of a lighter energy. This is like a dating energy. You could be seeing, you know, someone new. This could be somebody new that you're seeing specifically. This could be a Taurus or an Aries. Okay. Taking a new approach. You're trying to understand something too. You're trying to understand. Let me ask. Tell me how Cancer feels about the 6 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Yeah, this could definitely be an Aries. This is your energy too. Libra, Capricorn. Let me ask how you feel about this Page of Wands energy. Tell me about the Page of Wands. How does Cancer feel about this? The 4 of Wands. This could be about a home. Some of you are moving. Some of you, yeah, some of you may be moving, getting a new home. That's good. Congratulations. I feel like this is you. I feel like this is, yeah, I do feel like this is you. You definitely could be dealing with the Aries. Or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? Or a fire sign. Or somebody with Taurus, like a moon in Taurus, okay? Libra energy too. I feel like there's something you're taking a new approach to in order to gain this, like, this Queen of Wands with the Four of Wands energy. Okay, like, yeah, this other party too is, okay, let me tell you something, Cancer. You hold the control here in this situation. Like, you're going to be successful here in this situation. You're going to get your level of happiness, whatever that means to you, Cancer, whether it's marriage, commitment, your family, everything, everyone being happy. You hold that. There's somebody here, okay, this page energy. I see them saying, like, I just want an opportunity, Cancer. I just want an opportunity. They want to be a part of this. They want you to be, because you are, see, because you've taken a level of action here. And now they want to be a part of this. Because how they're feeling about the Six of Pentacles is, guess what? The Empress. Okay? Yeah, you have control here in this situation. The other party is now saying, I want to be a part of what Cancer has. I want to be a part of what Cancer has to offer. Okay? Yeah. Tell me about the Nine of Cups for how Cancer views the other party. The Star. Aquarius. Okay, this could be an Aquarius. A bit self-absorbed. A bit self-absorbed. This person does, for some of you, I mean, this person does make you happy. Let me ask, how does Cancer feel about this Nine of Cups energy? How does Cancer feel about this Nine of Cups energy? This could be a Pisces too. This could be your child. Because it's the World with the Six of Cups. This could be your child. You all do feel a soulmate connection. You all could also love this person like a mother. Okay? Like, you know what's best for this person. You have a very good understanding of who this is too. You understand this person very well. I keep seeing, like, you feel very, like, you probably are older than this person. Some of you feel sorry for this person. Yeah, some of you are like, I know this person really well. Some of you have known this person since childhood. You've known them in a past life. Okay, you all do have a connection. You all may share a child together. Okay, that's how you view the other party. Let me ask how you feel about this Star energy. Tell me about how Cancer feels about this Star energy. Some of you, yeah, I keep feeling like you feel bad. You feel bad for this person. You do. But it's because you've come to a new level of understanding about them. Okay? Tell me about this. For some of you, it could be, you know, literally like, this is your child. I could see that. What about the Star? Wow, Ace of Wands with the Six of Cups comes out. But I need to, so like I said, Star, like a child. Wish fulfillment. This is Nine of Cups with the Star also. How could I not say that? That's also wish fulfillment. Tell me about... So you do view the other party as wish fulfillment. Cancer view. How does Cancer feel about this star card energy? How does Cancer feel about this star energy? Universe, source. How does Cancer feel about this star energy? Queen of Pentacles. You know, the Queen of Cups wanted to come out as well. There's a wish here with this person. This is very much your energy. This is also Capricorn. Yeah, this is either someone who you share a child with. There's still a hopeful energy, like you would like to see where things go with this person. Yeah, you still have hope for this. This could be somebody new. This doesn't have to be someone from the past. This could be someone that you knew in the past that you never looked at like this before, okay? But this person is like a dream, almost like a dream come true. This is wish fulfillment. This may be someone new coming in, or like, yeah, somebody from your past returning. Okay. Someone from your past returning. Tell me about very curious. Some of you, like this whoever this is, you're very curious about them. They've struck like your curiosity. That's why I heard surprise. So this could be someone from your past returning. Okay. Tell me about why the Page of Cups is an obstacle here. Universe, source. Nine of Swords, Temperance. There's Sag. And the Knight of Cups. Some of you, this is you wanting to make an offer. Or for some of you, this is like, you know, you've reached out, you've said something, and it just, the energy was not reciprocated with the Nine of Swords. Okay, this could be a Scorpio. Gemini energy too. Yeah. And I see like reciprocity. I didn't even look at Temperance when I said it wasn't reciprocated. Temperance, reciprocity. Or somebody has said something, or remember, they will say something because this reading may resonate, okay, throughout these next several days. This person will say something, has said something, and you're trying to figure out how to respond. For some of you, it's like, how do I respond? You're stressing about how to respond. If this is a legal case, this is like, how do I reciprocate with the element of surprise? For some of you, that's going to make sense, okay? And this could be about fighting about a child. Yeah, how do you respond now? How will they respond as well? Okay. So, tell me more. Tell me specifically how Cancer feels about this Page of Cups energy. Oh, definitely could be a Scorpio, 100%. Yeah, I think for some of you, this person caught you off guard. It's Death, the Devil, Four of Pentacles with the Hermit. Let me ask one more time. More about how Cancer feels about this Page of Cups energy. Seven of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles. Either some of you are blocking something, talking about commitment here. Yeah, like this person may have reached out. Here we go. This person, whoever this is, Cancer, the Cross Watcher, someone reached out wanting to talk about, you know, the relationship, family, whatever. But for whoever this is, this could be a Leo, this could be, you know, this could be a Sag or Aries. However, it's somebody is like not wanting to talk about, you know, because this is Mercury. I'm always saying this is Sun in Virgo. This is Mercury in Virgo, I think. But regardless, what I'm seeing is like somebody's making an offer of like commitment or, you know, like settling a situation, settling down. You understand? I'm playing on the words. Settling a situation, settling down. But somebody doesn't want to talk here about that. Or they weren't ready to talk about that. Okay? And I see some of you saying, how do I deal with this? Or you're trying to figure out a new approach. Okay? Or you're waiting on, some of you, some of you may feel like this is payback. Like you may, because it could be like what I saw with the fire sign. You are, but I do, if this is a fire sign, this fire sign may be taking a different look at you right now. Like they're looking at you differently. Like, you know, maybe I do want to move forward with Cancer. Okay. So that's something that maybe you should know. And Cancer, they could be looking at you as wish fulfillment. Yeah. This may resonate heavy for the Cross Watcher. That's what I'm seeing. Somebody said, you know, hey, but they presented it with this page type of energy. And maybe they didn't intend to, but they just like, they kind of, when they reached out, Cancer, this is you or the other party, okay? When whoever this was that reached out, okay, and I'm getting big time water energy with whoever reached out. Definitely. But remember, this could be you, because remember I said you may not be a Cancer sun. You may be Cancer moon, Cancer rising, Cancer Venus, okay? Whoever reached out, did it in a way where it was like very subtle. Okay. It's like you're even thinking about like, what's a new approach with the Knight of Cups. Okay. And it's interesting. Then we go to the Ace of Cups. It's like, okay, I want to offer now. Let me try to make the offer bigger. Okay. Let me just like kind of pour my heart out. Let me just make it very clear to this person, right? With the Ace of Cups, I have to clarify it. But this was very like subtle, you know, someone saying, well, what would the page like, well, what do you think about us? Like, do you view us as getting married? Do you view us as marriage? You know, that we would be successful with this. And the other party just wasn't ready to talk about that at the moment. So now it's like changing your approach. And I think you're wondering too, like, is this person going to reciprocate ever? So now, okay, now let's move on because we're already 36 minutes in. Tell me about Cancer wants to move forward with the Ace of Cups energy. And remember, it's vice versa. And maybe this person did this with you. And you're like, no. They're trying to come at you with the Knight of Cups energy. You're like, no. Now you have the Ace of Cups. So this could be a Pisces or Scorpio trying to approach you. Oh, big time Leo vibes. As I was looking at the wands, I was like, but we got some Leo, we got some Aries and Sag energy, fire energy. Look at that. Well, you want to win. I'll tell you that much. You definitely want to win. Oh, there's the Empress. Okay. All right, so Cancer. If you're the one who, okay, let's the Cancer cross watcher, whoever feels as though, you know, you are owed this Ace of, or you deserve this offer, this gesture of like outright, like I'm thinking about this Ace of Cups, almost like someone flying a plane and saying ... will you marry me? It's like for you, and you do, I feel, this is about a new beginning. Okay. This is about a new beginning. This is emotional. This is physical action being taken. Yes. Whoever's watching, this is you. You want this person. Look at this. You're like, I'm not going to do anything. You need to do the work. You need to make me this offer. Okay? So I feel like you want the offer to come to you. But I also see like you're not, for whoever this is watching, right? Cancer, the other party. It's like, I'm not willing to settle for less. Okay? Cancers, I feel like you're connecting with the fire sign here in this instance. Aries, Leo, Sag, okay? And maybe they have like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in their chart. It's like one person has already offered all of this. They've done the labor, they've done the hard work, and now it's like they're saying, okay, I'm No. Well, maybe they have in the past. What I'm saying is that I feel like you both are ready to offer this. You both are ready to start this new beginning, okay? But you want to win, okay? You want a victory here, okay? Mm-hmm. And some of you are just so like, you better accept my offer or else I'm done. Like, that's how I'm looking at the Six of Wands. You're like, you know, you want to keep ignoring me, or you're going to accept my offer, or I'm done. I'm walking away. I'm just going to take what I have left, right? But I do feel like this is that person with the Seven of Wands, because check this out. Here goes the Seven of Wands. So now it's like, you know, all right, fine. It's like they're giving in. They're saying, fine. We could talk about it. That's fine. But, you know, I feel like you're ready. I feel like I'm gonna name this reading "I Am Ready for Love" by India Arie. I'm ready for love. Okay. So now we have the Knight of Swords. I'm gonna end it there. This is quick, fast communication coming in. Fast. That's what I feel. I don't feel like this is negative. This is Gemini. This is somebody who has thought about it, and they're coming in and they're saying, well, I don't know what they're saying. We have to find out in the extended. Okay, so in the next several days, if you click to watch the extended, okay, we're going to find out what is this Knight of Swords bringing in, okay? What's the communication? My hair is just so weird right now. What's the communication, okay? What does this mean for you and the other party moving forward? How does the other party want to move forward with you? What are they hiding from you? What are their next actions towards you? What's your advice on your next actions towards them? And then we're going to pull the overall outcome of the situation, the best potential outcome for you and the other party based off the energy that I'm picking up now. So something's happening. Something's currently underway. Well, this is exciting, Cancer. I can tell you this though, if it's a legal situation, you all are going to get justice. 100%. Okay, so for those of you that are going to continue watching this reading, just click the links below. And you can continue watching it there, and we're going to find out that information for everyone else that this message brought you enough clarity on. That's amazing. I'll see you all very soon. I'm getting big time marriage proposals. Somebody is thinking about proposing marriage, okay? Or you all will. Once you all reconvene with this party, there's going to be talk about marriage, which is really, really beautiful. So I think that's about it. There's going to be some links popping up. You can subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to me and Witch channel, Accurate AF, our Trust But Verify channel. That's for finances, career, money moves, all that good stuff. You could subscribe to Witch channel up here. Check her out, Accurate AF Tarot. She's an amazing reader. And then you can watch another reading from me over here. All right. So I'm going to head over to the extended now. I'll see you all soon. Love you guys. And I wish you the best in this situation, Cancer. All right. Bye-bye.